What's going on? It's your boy Sermon at Sermon's Domain on Twitter. Well, this didn't take long. To catch you up to speed, Pusha T's new album Daytona came out today. On a record called Infrared, Pusha threw some shots at Drake, mainly attacking the fact that he's had a writer in the past, basically saying, you know, how can you right your wrongs when you don't even write your songs? Stuff of that nature. It was real light. And when I listened to it, I was like, yeah, this felt unnecessary, felt kind of pointless. Obviously, I can't feel that way anymore because Drake has dropped a response. Yes, took no time whatsoever, went right into the lab and hit him hard with a new freestyle titled Duppy. It's clear that Drake wants war, and Pusha T should want the same because he's been baiting him for years. Drake has sent shots Pusha's way before, but never like a full diss record. From start to finish, this is all about Pusha T, and to a lesser, but also kind of hard-hitting way, it's also aimed at Kanye West. So with Scorpion coming out in a few weeks, you know that Drake could definitely use the promo, and it won't hurt Pusha T. I'm sure a lot more streams are going to come to Infrared now that the spotlight is pretty much on Pusha T, so it'll probably help him move a little bit more records. I don't know how much, and there's really no way to figure out how much more, but it'll definitely be interesting to see the streaming numbers, and if we can see like the individual song streaming numbers, because I feel like Infrared will be the one that everybody listened to over everything else on the album. I really wasn't expecting Drake to respond, and definitely not this fast. So let's break it down and discuss Duppy. It's funny hearing Drake be all like shocked in the beginning. He lets out this really like loud sigh. He's like, I really gotta do this now. But he definitely sounds like it hit a nerve. Like, even though the whole writing stuff is years old, I think it boils down to the fact that Drake might feel betrayed. Kanye West produced on every song, so Kanye was there for Push's entire album, and he allowed Push to diss Drake. So I think that's where Drake really felt like he needed to respond, because like with this record, it's less about Pusha T and more about Kanye in a sense. Like, I would say it's actually equal. It's like 50-50 for Pusha and Kanye. So right out of the gate, without wasting any bars, Drake makes a very valid point. He says, if you rebuke me for working with someone else on a couple of V's, what do you think of the nigga that's making your beats? And that is a very valid point. Pusha has always attacked Drake, or at least a couple times since the writing allegations came out. And Kanye is someone who's always worked with others. So I think this is something that Push will have to respond to when he makes his response. Because you can't just be hypocritical and go after Drake and, you know, be cool with Kanye doing the same thing. And to make his point even further, Drake goes in and lists a bunch of different songs that he's worked on with Kanye. You know, 30 hours. He said, Father had to stretch his hands and get it from me. Damn. So I like that Drake came out of the gate with facts and more evidence to back it up. Like, I wrote for your boss. This is what I wrote on. How do you feel about that? One of the hardest hitting lines on the entire freestyle is, don't push me when I'm in album mode. You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. Damn, that stings. Get it? Scorpion stings? Whatever. But it stings even more when you think about the Good Music roster and look at who's actually signed still. Like, seriously, go Google it. Go Google Good Music's roster and you'll see like there's a lot of different artists on there, and they're not really like lyricists. Like Good Music is stretching to different places. So yeah, it really hurts for Drake to say that you're not even top 5 on your label. I also want to put more attention on some of the other bars that are on here. Another line was, tell Ye we got an invoice to you, considering we just sold another 20 for you. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Your brother said it was your cousin, then him, then you. So you don't rap what you did, you just rap what you knew. Damn, see? It's like an eye for an eye. Pusha attacked Drake for, not writing his stuff, once or twice. A couple of V's, as he puts it, verses. And Drake hits him back by saying, your whole career has been fabricated. You're not really this drug kingpin that you claim you are, or you were never that. And he also goes on to say, you act like you sold drugs for Escobar in the 80s. See, this is how you respond to somebody. You respond to what they said on a record, and you hit them back with some cold, hard facts. And that is exactly what Drake did on this record. He is precise. He really didn't waste any bars on here. The last line that I wanted to highlight from this was, whoever's supposed to be making me hits but ain't got no hits sound like they need me. That right there is just a little quick jab to Quentin Miller, because everybody was like, Quentin wrote the records, but Drake is the one that made him a hit. And Quentin has made music since and hasn't had any hits. So yeah, it feels like Drake was just angry. He was pissed off that Pusha T mentioned him this way and that Kanye allowed it. That's why you have so many Kanye lines on here. Drake is in the zone. Without this diss, he was going to own June and the summer. Now he's owning June, the summer, and Pusha T. There's no doubt in my mind that Pusha cannot ignore this. He fired off a tweet. He said send the invoice, making a little joke. But the facts of the matter is that Drake went hard on this. I don't think this is a headshot. This is not like an ether or a no Vaseline. But it's something worth responding to. This is a type of record that you drop when you really want war and you want to bait somebody into responding. I don't know if Drake would drop another record after if Pusha T responds, but I think it could get really interesting if Pusha T follows through like he should, because this is what he's wanted for years. He's been throwing the shots, hoping that Drake takes the bait. Now we gotta see what Pusha T is made of. Show us what you got. So those are my thoughts on Drake's diss to Pusha T, the Duppy Freestyle. I'll include a link for you to listen to it in the description section. After you listen to this, let me know what you think. I really want to hear opinions on this. What was the hardest hitting lines? Do you think Pusha T will respond? Talk to me in the comment section below, and then like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, share the video. Check out some of my other content. I got other interviews, reviews. I just reviewed Pusha T's Daytona. And as always, thank you for your time, and until next time, peace.